Hi everybody, my name is Shola Scheinfest, speech language pathologist and founder of Valued Voices. And today I am here to just take a couple minutes to reach out to all the families out there and give you a little bit more information about speech and language development. So the videos in these courses are really intended for all children. You do not have to have a speech and or language delay to be participating in these videos. Really, the intent and the creation behind these videos is to support learning and language at a really young age. We know so deeply that connection to family, connection to ourselves, and connection to our voice and our form of expression is so powerful in creating the future that we want for ourselves and our children. And so that is really why these videos were created, to provide a lot of input for our children in a way that's fun and encourages self-expression. So when it comes to speech and language development, I, as a master's level clinician in the area of speech and language therapy and holding my certificate of clinical competence in the area of speech and language development, have quite a vast amount of knowledge when it comes to this area. And so a lot of first-time parents are not really aware of the speech and language milestones and at what age their child should be doing things. A lot of parents that this may be their second, third, fourth, fifth child might be comparing to their other children. So I am here to just provide a little bit more information and support and guidance so you can walk away from this video either being like, okay, this makes me feel at ease that my child is developing on track, or that I might need to seek out a little extra support and information, which in that case, we are here to support you and guide you through this journey. So feel free to always reach out to me. I'm always here for you. So let's jump into what is speech, what is language, and what is communication. So it might sound like it's the same thing, but it is not. So our speech is the actual sounds we are using to produce words. So p, b, e, o, that is all speech. So you may or may not be noticing that your child is producing sound substitutions, sound omissions. So they, instead of saying cat, they might be saying tat. Instead of saying dog, they might be saying daw and omitting that final consonant. So if your child is presenting with some of these speech sound errors, and there's more than one of them, and they are also in the beginnings of words, middle, and end, then you may be calling us saying, you know, my child is having a difficult time being understood by others. I can understand him or her, but nobody else can. And that is not the best feeling for a little kiddo. I know that when we ask a child to repeat themselves, or even an adult, like, what did you say? Say that again. It's kind of like, okay, well, I just don't want to say it anymore after the second or third time. And for our little ones, that is not a good feeling that we want to instill in them at a young age. We want to make sure that they are confident in their expression and that they are being understood by others. So if you are seeing that your child is struggling in this area of speech, please do reach out to us. We are here to support them and provide them with a more individual plan of care. When it comes to language, language has two parts. So it's or two basic parts. It has our producing language and our understanding of language. Understanding of language always comes first. So we need to understand the concept before we can use it. And you have heard me say that many times throughout many of these videos, that we need to make sure a child is understanding a concept before they are using it. And this language includes a variety of concepts. So we have grammatical markers, so verb tenses, plurals, pronouns. We have concepts such as spatial concepts. We have WH questions. We have the basic nouns, verbs, colors, descriptor words, things like that. So we need to make sure a child is understanding, again, before they can be expected to produce it. So if I am learning or teaching my child colors, I may present them with a ton of colors and say, show me red. They might be able to do that. then are they able to say it? So if I hold up a color, hold up something that's red, and I say, what color is this? Are they able to tell me then red? Another thing to consider with language is your child able to get their needs and wants met? So if your child is having a difficult time telling you that they want a cookie or water or a snack, that can be super frustrating. That can lead to a lot of tears. That can lead to a lot of, again, that feeling of, I'm just going to give up. No one's understanding me. But communication, which we're about to get into, incorporates so many different modalities. And so pointing is a form of communication. Gesturing is a form of communication. So that starts at such a young age. Eye contact begins out of the womb. You know, we look at our loved ones, we're looking at our parents, and that is a form of communication which we deeply, deeply need to honor when our little ones communicate that way, which is super important that we be present and in the moment with them so that we're not missing those communication attempts. And so going into that, communication is that social interaction between your kiddo and another person. So again, eye contact, gesturing when they put their arms up for you to pick them up. You know, you can model language to that and say, pick up, or mommy, pick up, or, you know, insert their name and up, you know, Johnny up, Sarah up. And communication is also, when we advance more, is, you know, inferencing, making predictions, problem solving, all of that juicy good stuff. So you can see that we have a lot of areas here. Just because your child may be struggling in one area does not mean they're struggling in all areas and that they're going to struggle in all areas. So just definitely sit with this a little bit, process it, and kind of just be present with your child and look at what's going on. My general rule of thumb is that by each birthday, I would like to see our kiddos combining that many words together. So they're putting together that combination of words that reflects the age of their birthday. So an example, by your first birthday, your kiddo may be using single words, and that's fine. By their second birthday, I would like to see them putting together 2 words. So mommy up, daddy go, push car, red ball. By their third birthday, putting together 3 words. So mommy go up, where daddy go, I want car, I see ball. You know, putting together those types of word combinations, and then so on and so forth. And so one homework that I give parents right away when they call us for an initial consultation, or if they're in there for their initial session, which I will provide all of you right now to all the families out there, your homework for the week is to take one routine, just one, and model simplified language for that routine the entire week. So don't overwhelm yourselves by trying to, you know, talk in this baby talk the whole week. I don't want you to do that. It's not practical, nor should you be. Our children should be hearing the appropriate grammatical sentence structures. I do that myself. I embed, you know, the appropriate grammatical sentence with more simplified language. So if we're doing a car activity and I'm pushing a car, I'll say push car, and then I'll stop and say, do you want me to push more car, or do you want more car? And then when I'm doing it, I'm saying push car, so they're really connecting the words to the action that's happening, and that's in a very simplified way. So take one routine today out there, families, and just really put simplified language to that routine. So take bedtime, bath time, mealtime, and put simplified language with that routine. So when you're, let's pick bath time. If you're doing bath time, you can label soap, shampoo, water, and then narrate everything you're doing. So as you're turning on the water on. As you're washing them, you know, you could say wash hands, wash feet, wash nose, wash face, wash. So they're really getting those concepts and those words. Another thing that I want to quickly touch on is that if you are modeling for your child, I promise you that they are learning and they are absorbing. I know that we tend to be a society where we just want outcome, and we're not patient, and we just want. And so when it comes to our little kiddos, we have to be patient and we have to deeply be present and connect with them and come from a place of love and peace and just staying centered in the moment. I know that when we are feeling frustrated, our kiddos are like a sponge and they absorb that frustration. So we need to remain patient and we need to honor the time that our children are taking. So if you're doing this bath time routine and you're doing wash, 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 for a whole week, and then towards the end of the week, you're like, what should I do? Or you just wait and pause and see if your child does anything, and they go, well, there you go. They're communicating. They just gestured, wash, like wash my hands or wash my nose. And that is beautiful. That is a form of communication, and they are absorbing everything you're saying. And so it's super important to remember that everything that we're saying, everything that we're doing, everything we're giving off is our child is absorbing that. And be patient. As I mentioned before, communication comes in many modalities. It could be sign, gesture, spoken word, written word, dance, art, the use of a device, picture symbols, and whatever our child is gravitating to in this moment, we need to honor that, and we need to use their interests and their strengths and really help them overcome any challenges that they may be going through. So with all that being said, if you have any specific questions related to your child, please do email me at shola@valuedvoicestherapy.com. You can also email us at info@valuedvoicestherapy.com to schedule a complimentary consultation. We also do offer at Valued Voices screenings for kids ages 1 through 7. So this is a great way to check to see if your kiddo is developing on track, or if there's areas that we need to closely monitor, or maybe if we need to jump into doing some therapy and further evaluation. So either way, we are here to support you, put your mind at ease, and really help your child connect to their voice and their form of self-expression that really resonates the best with them and most deeply right now. So thank you so much for being such great advocates for your loved ones. You all are doing such a fantastic job. Again, my name is Shola Scheinfast, speech-language pathologist, founder and CEO of Valued Voices, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye-bye.